Right, now for the most important part, the tasting. Tonight, there's only one coveted spot of immunity up for grabs. Someone will also be eliminated. The first cake we'd like to examine, Fred. Thank you.
There's a lot riding on this. Not only my stake in the competition, but my reputation as the pastry person. I want the judges to know this is my passion.
Describe the cake, please.
So I have German chocolate cake for you guys with caramelized coconut and pecan filling.
You came here as a talented baker, struggled with a few of the savory challenges, but tonight you nailed it. All that chocolate work in 75 minutes. Beautiful.
Thank you.
It looks very accurate to the actual cake.
Looks nice.
Visually, it looks great. A little bit top-heavy in terms of some of the layering.
Look, the flavor's there. It's rich. I think you were very excessive with the amount of that coconut mixture. Because that's really overpowering right now, but it is so well executed that it's making me overlook the amount of the coconut mixture.
You underappreciate yourself way too much.
Okay.
Have more confidence.
You know what I say about your German chocolate cake?
Oh, what, Joe?
Das Guten.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good job, well done.
I think that I might not deserve the dessert king crown, but I might deserve the dessert prince crown.
Next up, Noah, please, let's go.
Walking up to the judges, the top looks like hammered hell, and it's elimination. If I don't do well, I'm going home. I just hope that I nail the flavors.
Describe your cake.
So what we have today, gentlemen, is an opera cake with a shiny chocolate ganache over the top.
We were gobsmacked when you chose the Gato Opera. Why?
Because anytime that you three identify the toughest challenges is what I'm going to go after.
But at the cost of your presence in this competition, you're willing to do that.
Yes, chef.
Visually, it doesn't look that good. That ganache could have been a lot softer.
Yes, chef.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think you suffered from overambition. Hopefully the flavor will circumvent its aesthetic.
Opera cake, it has to have that perfect blend of chocolate, coffee, liqueur, with that golden cake to sop it up.
Tell me about the ganache.
I messed up the first one, so I had to re-go on the ganache, but I believe the flavors are really going to be there this time.
A Gato Opera is about thin, delicate, million-dollar slice. Well, the layers are definitely there. Let's get that right.
It's bitter, sweet, and creamy all at the same time, which is the flavors that I'm looking for. I was just having a hard time getting myself around the aesthetic.
Tremendous courage. You chose the most difficult one. The flavor is 100% Gato Opera, but it's ugly. Thank you.
Thank you. That was literally the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. So, am I worried about going home? Absolutely.
Next up, Nick.
Go Nick.
It's not the prettiest thing I've ever made. Baking isn't something I do all the time, so I'm hoping that the flavors are there.
What do you have here, Nick?
I have the Victoria sponge cake with buttercream frosting and then a homemade strawberry jam.
Yeah, it doesn't have that finesse that I'm looking for. It looks like a hamburger almost.
Yeah, pretty bad.
No frosting, no real jeopardy, the sort of easygoing, simple cake. Up until tonight, we've held you in that top-tier bracket, and I think you put yourself down. Should we taste? So I don't know if you can just come here a little bit and just bend down there. The actual sponge is crispy.
Yeah.
That's crisp.
Okay.
Crispy cake.
Victoria sponge is not supposed to be crispy, Nick.
Yeah.
The inside looks light and fluffy, which is nice.
The jam is beautiful. It's really adding a beautiful relief to some of the density of the cake.
I'm more frustrated than you personally because I think you can do better than that.
I do too. Thank you,
Thank
Chef.
you.
Hearing comments like these is certainly disappointing. You know, I gave it my best shot, and I really hope I'm not going home.
Next up is Bree.
Looking at my cake, I'm embarrassed and horrified, but I'm reassured in the fact that I know my cakes are at least perfectly cooked.
Okay, Bree, what did you make for us?
I made a carrot cake with a cream cheese frosting and pecans.
Was the decision not to frost the outside of the cake a strategy, or what happened with that?
I honestly ran out of time, and I kind of ran out of icing as well.
The example that we asked you to replicate had nowhere near the height yours has got. You filled those tins way excessively.
Yeah, I mean, just like aesthetically, the garnishes look off, and they're kind of sloppy. They look like Play-Doh that my kid uses, you know?
If there's one thing a carrot cake needs is what?
Carrots,
Frosting.
frosting.
Let's be honest, it doesn't taste that good.
It's off balance. It's just crying for frosting.
Worse than that, the cake itself is so dense, it tastes like a pudding. Sorry.
Thank you, Brie.
Okay, thank you.
It tastes weird, doesn't it?
Yeah. Next up, can we see Miss Renee's cheesecake, please?
Redoing the second cheesecake was 100% the smartest thing that I've done being in MasterChef so far. It's delicate, it's beautiful, and it was well worth the crunch time.
So you may have played it safe, but aesthetically looks beautiful. Shall we?
Sure.
Did you make that glaze?
Yes, I did.
When it's that, you just touch that, it's all grainy.
It's not crust, it's like dust.
Dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. You just touch that, it's all grainy.
It's not crust, it's like dust.
When it's that grainy like that, what does that mean?
There wasn't enough butter.
Insufficient butter. Did you rush this?
Yes, because it was my second one.
The actual cheesecake filling, good. The composition of it, you know, it's sliding all over the place.
It's totally evident that you had to fast track it.
I have nothing good to say about this. It's sweet cream cheese on cookie crumbs as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Why did you, at this stage of the competition, choose a cheesecake? Why did you go down that easy route?
I wasn't thinking it was easy. I wanted to show you guys something really pretty and elegant.
Please don't get upset. I just know how good you are. And I, Renee, want to see more from you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Renee. Damn.
Cookie crumbs.
Suba, please bring up your cake.
This might look like an easy cake, but my cake looked better than the cake Gordon gave me. And the caramelization is awesome.
So what do we have here?
We have a upside-down pineapple cake, caramelized at the top.
So what spoke to you about this cake? Why did you choose it?
My baking skills are not at the top level compared to the competition, so...
Let's remember, season 10, we're expecting the best from everybody. So this kind of precursor of why I'm not a great baker, let's end with that now.
This cake is the kind of cake I like. It's simple, well-executed cake.
It's not highly skilled, Joe, I'm sorry.
No, I think it's delicious. I think it's in its simplicity.
Two different things going on here. It's simple, it's delicious, but behind you, boy, there's some big risk takers there tonight.
Yes, Chef.
There's no success without risk.
I think that is necessary.
Thank you, Suba.
Thank you.
No piping skills.
No fondant.
Nah, no. This individual didn't play it safe. Make your way down. Jamie.
This competition is a marathon. We've been working at it week in and week out.
Tough night.
Yes, sir.
We've been learning how to be a better chef and how to be a better baker.
You chose a Black Forest Gatto. Let's be honest, it doesn't look the best, but when you dig in, you want to go back for more.
I've never even tasted this cake before, so...
You've got my respect for just having the guts to
Appreciate
attempt something that difficult.
Thank you so much.
Good job, Jamie.
Thank you, guys.
Great job, Jamie.
Miss Sherry, please.
These challenges are getting tougher.
Ooh, very nice.
And some of them play to people's strengths more than others.
The chocolate work and the composition of the cake is beautiful.
It looks super professional.
You should be very, very happy.
Thank you, Chef.
We're not all really skilled bakers, but the next master chef is somebody who's going to actually push themselves to be better.
That's not your average cake baked by a young pot washer. Sponges go beautifully. You may be 19, but you're not a fluke.
I am living proof that if you push yourself, the sky's the limit.
This right here is straight up delicious. And I'm gonna miss this like a fat kid misses cake.
Good job, Uta.
Next up, please, Dorian, make your way down. Thank you.
This challenge was tough, but it represents something close to my heart, my mom. So I'm really excited about hearing what they have to say about it.
Young lady, describe the cake, please.
It's a pink champagne cake with chocolate shavings on top. The icing and the cake is infused with pink champagne.
Question, is this the one you made, or did you swap it out for mine?
I made that one.
I'm without words. You are a living testament to what we're trying to get accomplished in this competition. Tackling your fears, taking instruction, and then putting yourself on a beautiful cake like this.
Thank you.
Visually, it's breathtaking.
That's awesome, Dorian.
Wow.
It cuts like butter. And the sponge is light.
The aesthetic matches the flavor. The buttercream is so luscious and beautiful.
Thank you.
Overall, excellent.
I've never seen a cake put together as well as that in 75 minutes. You've done yourself proud.
Thank you.
Amazing.
My mom would be so proud of me. She would expect for me to do well.
The buttercream is just insane.
I'm not gonna give up in this competition until I get the trophy. Thank you.
Next cake we'd like to try is Sarah.
My cake compared to the original, it looks like an 8-year-old constructed it. I feel awful right now, and I'm so upset at the choice that I made.
Tell us what you made.
I made a berry layer cake with Swiss meringue, buttercream frosting, and fresh berries on top.
Visually, it looks a mess. But you've chosen one of the most difficult cakes to replicate tonight.
I either completely flopped or made a good decision.
Well, Sarah, I just remind you had the second pick, so you make a bed, you sleep in it.
What was the most difficult part for you this evening?
Definitely the frosting. I had to make 3 different batches.
Oh, Sarah. So visually, there's an amalgamation of layers that have bled into one another.
It tastes a lot better than it looks. I gotta say, it's redolent with berries. It's just a shame it's not aesthetically pleasing.
There's 3, possibly 4 individuals behind you who went nowhere near frosting. You attempted the most difficult frosting on the planet. That's where my respect goes out to you.
Thank you, Chef.
Sometimes your true grit and determination could take you down. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. I'm crushed. I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. I feel like I've made a huge mistake. I'm not ready to go home.
Thank you very much. We need a moment to discuss these cakes.
There are a few people tonight that really fell flat, but amazing highlights tonight.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, Sherry's
Dorian, extraordinary stuff.
Micah, very good.
Wuta, he had the difficult sponge in there. Here's the thing, if you're gonna play it safe tonight, you need to wow us with something unique.
It's about impressing us and showing us that you are evolving. And also, we're gonna reward taking risks.
Of course.
And I expected more from Nick, Bree, and Sarah.
All right, we got it.
All of you, we just witnessed the most extraordinary 75 minutes of intense bakery. And the stakes tonight are even higher. not only is somebody going to be gaining immunity, but somebody also has cooked for their last time. Let's start with the good news first. There was one amazing cake that stood above their competition. Not only will this home cook win immunity, but because it's season 10, they are going to be the lucky recipients of $5,000 worth of Breville countertop appliances.
Wow.
From food processing to mixers, just like the ones we use here in the Masterchef kitchen. That winning cake belongs to, congratulations, Dorian.
Let's go. Well done, Dorian.
Guess who's going to be baking when they get home?
Thank you so much.
Great job, Dorian.
I got immunity finally. Thank you so much. I get
Good job, Dorian.
Head up the stairs.
Dorian. On top of that, it puts me in the top 10.
Wow. Come on, how you feeling?
I'm overwhelmed. It means a lot to me. I was really missing my mom, and to see that pink cake meant a lot to me. My mom was my very best friend. We watched the show together all the time. Oh, my God. And here I am. It's almost like she made it happen for me.
Congratulations. All of you, give a round of applause, please. Amazing.
Go ahead, Miss Dorian. Thank you.
Who's now safe from elimination this week. Now for the grim news. Some of you took huge risks with very challenging cakes, but some of you went with an easy route. Tonight, unfortunately, one of you are going home. Bree, Nick, Renee, make your way down to the front.
Being in the bottom 3 for the second week in a row really sucks. To go home on this pathetic carrot cake would just be horrible.
Tonight, I don't think any of you played to your strengths. Nick, the cake was a mess. Slightly overcooked on the outside, but the jam was delicious. Renee, the choice was an easy one. The filling was good. The base was terrible. Bree, you took a delicious carrot cake and turned it into a carrot pudding. It was dense with insufficient frosting. Nick, we expect more from you. And I know you expect more from yourself. Nick, head back to your station.
Attaboy, Nick.
I feel super relieved, but to be a good cook, you have to be well-rounded, and it's gonna take some work. So I'm gonna have to focus on the sweeter side of things if I wanna be the next Master Chef.
Bree, Renee, tough call tonight. Joe, Aaron, and I agree that, Bree, your cake tonight was not the worst. Head back to your station.
Good girl. Thank you.
It's okay, Bree. Chin up. Chin up.
Renee, from a judge's point of view, we're here to push you. You backed off. And I don't know why, because you're a bloody good cook.
Thank you.
Come here.
I'm disappointed to be leaving. I'm not brokenhearted, though, because I'm proud of myself. I'm the top freaking 12, man. And winners keep on fighting. They don't pity party over themselves. You get back on that freaking horse and you ride it when it bucks you off. Bye, y'all. Mwah.
Get some rest. Good night.